Thank you, sir.
श्रीमान तिरुचि शिवा जी, श्रीमान तिरुचि शिवा, 38 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir. Sir, I stand here very proud as a citizen of a country which has a vibrant constitution, which has successfully traveled a journey of 76 years, standing the test of time. Despite the protests and agitations in various parts of the country, one vivid example is how it has withstood these 11 years of BJP rule is another example. However much damage has been tried to be done, our constitution is unshakable. The speciality is that not only it is the longest one in the world, but it is the longest debated for 3 years, and so many stalwarts in this country participated in the Constituent Assembly and drafted this constitution. And one main feature is that democratic spirit which is prevailing in the political parties and among the people, and as well as the federal structure of this country. Sir, now I would like to personally thank and appreciate the Honorable President, Madam Draupadi Murmuji, for one thing, for upholding the Constitution. Sir, Article 87 of the Constitution provides that at the commencement of the first session after general election, to the House of the People, and at the commencement of the first session of each year, the President shall address both Houses of Parliament assembled together and inform Parliament of the causes of its summons. Sir, what the President delivers as her address is nothing but the policy note of the government. The government's achievement, the government's priorities, and everything will be read out by the President, and she has upheld it. Sir, we are very happy about that, for she has upheld the Constitution's Article 87. And another thing I would like to quote, she was very much happy and pleased to mention in paragraph 4 of her speech, Baba Saheb Ambedkar always laid emphasis on equality and social justice. Our Constitution also inspires us in the same spirit. Social justice means every citizen gets to exercise full rights and without any discrimination. This might have been written by that. Whether the government is following, that is a different issue. But she is very happy to mention about Baba Saheb Ambedkar and social justice. So there is another article, 176. It says that at the commencement of the first session after each general election to the Legislative Assembly, and at the commencement of the first session of each year, the Governor shall address the Legislative Assembly, or in the case of state having a Legislative Council, both houses are assembled together and inform the legislature of the causes of its summons. So what the Governor has to do is to read out the policy note of the government, the achievement of the government, and the priorities of the government. Whereas, sir, in my state, Tamil Nadu, the Governor deliberately is hesitating to mention the name of Dr. Ambedkar, Tandai Periyar, Arinyar Anna, and social justice. Though it may be given by the government as policy note, he rejects or deletes all those words which doesn't suit his personal whims and fancies, and reads out something, and most of all, sir, violation.
You know the rules.
When we are talking about the President, why not about the Governor, sir?
Governor.
No, I am telling about what happened in my assembly. Where else could I speak? Not in the street corner, sir. Only in the Parliament.
पर कुछ rules हैं गवर्नर के बारे में discuss करने
Yes,
के लिए,
I
which you
say
know
that. The constitutional head of
that
the
has to
state
be
in
our
Tamil
reserve.
Nadu.
Only
Let
that
me
will
say.
go on the record.
Sir, and I don't use the word governor. The constitutional head of the state in Tamil Nadu. Even before the national anthem was played, he walks out of that. Sir, what is it, sir?
I know.
They have to uphold the constitution. When the president has set a role model that what should be done is being done. It should be done in other states also.
Please, that will not bother.
Especially, sir, excuse me, nothing to be deleted. I said the constitutionality of the state.
Yes,
I didn't
that means
say
we all
even,
know.
I didn't
We
even
all
say
know,
governor.
please. You are
I
enough
didn't
intelligent
mention
people.
any names, sir.
Please.
Sir, we are agonized.
Please.
We are agonized. A government which has done something remarkable and being appreciated by the people, and a government elected by the people is not able to deliver it to the assembly means, what does it mean, sir? Where else have to come? We have to come for protection. Kindly, please, you have to understand the agony and the anguish which we are feeling. This is most unbecoming, sir. And if I have to say, I have to quote about what great leaders have said about democracy and parliamentary democracy and federal structure. Mahatma Gandhi has very clearly said that my notion of democracy is that under it, the weakest shall have the same opportunities as the strongest. True democracy cannot be worked by 20 men sitting at the center. It has to be worked from below. This is Mahatma Gandhi. And Pandit Nehru. I don't want India to be a country in which millions of people say yes to one man. I want a strong opposition. Sir, they may not like Pandit Nehruji for many reasons. Repeatedly, they have established that. And what Dr. Ambedkar has said. How long shall we continue to live in this life of contradictions? How long shall we continue to deny equality in our social and economic life? If we continue to deny it for long, we will do so only by putting our political democracy in peril. It is now in peril. He says further, however good a constitution may be, if those who are implementing it are not good, it will prove to be bad. However bad a constitution may be, if those implementing it are good, it will prove to be good. These are not the words of Tiruchi Siva, sir. This is the words of Ambedkar. Why we are telling all these things? This government has substituted many words, rather whatever were in practice. Sir, parliamentary democratic norms are flouted. Bills are being bulldozed. Very important bill like 29 labor codes comprising of to become 4 was discussed only for 4 hours, and it was just pushed like anything without much discussion, and even the notification was much later, even resistance is much outside. Institutions, they turn into a tool for them. Whatever they want to do it legally, so they bring a bill, they enact a law, and then implement whatever they want to do. Sir, intolerance in the place of tolerance. Adversity in the place of diversity, singularism in the place of pluralism, unitary in the place of federal, and uniformity in the place of unity. So there's a vast difference between unity and uniformity. We want to live unitedly. India is a nature with a plural nature. It's a composite culture. We have different languages, different culture. People of different regions are there. We all live in unity in diversity, whereas this government wants to bring it to one. Everything one means that is not practically possible. That will create very big consequences in the future, sir. Sir, even the Article 1 of the Constitution very clearly says, India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states. But for the states, there is no union. States are the pillars, and it is only the Gopuram on the top of it. Without the pillars, nothing will happen. And our beloved leader, founder leader Anna, very famously said that union is an onion. Sir, that onion, if you take it, it will be medicinal quality and many other things. We use it for cooking and all. If you start peeling it, every skin, at last there will be nothing. So the skins are the states, and without that there is no union. That's what Anna tried to tell. Sir, another thing, he is the founder of our party. And he set our policies, everything. And his last days, sir, he wrote a letter to the party cadre. Always he used to write, "Dear brother." It's an epistle, a lot of letters which have made them to know about the world, what all going on in this country. In his last letter, sir, he said, "Dear brother, you know very well I am never after power. And presently, after becoming a chief minister, I am not at all happy to be a chief minister of a state in a setup where federalism is only on paper and not in practice. So we want the states to have real powers. Until then, we have to make the people prepare for it, and that is our journey. That was his last letter. After that, he passed away. Later, our late leader, Dr. Kalaignar, became the party president. He became the chief minister. As soon as he came to Delhi, his first interview with the journalists, he said that what Anna wrote in the last letter, I take it as a will. And as soon my first job will be to set up a committee to go into the center-state relations. Because federalism is on paper, federalism is a very big future, salient feature of our nation, whereas states are deprived of the rights. It is being stripped of one by one. The states are being transgressed. They are encroaching into our powers. We are not able to enact a law. Whatever is in a concurrent list, it is not taken into consideration. So, he set up a committee under the Supreme Court Justice Rajamannar, under his High Court Chief Justice Rajamannar, along with Lakshmanaswamy Mudaliar and Chandra Reddy, another judge. So he gave some terms of reference. So this committee should go into the constitution and the existing situation and should find out which are the lists that should, from concurrent list, should come to state list, which are the powers which should come from center to state concurrent list, and which are the powers to be removed. And it submitted a report, sir, in 1969 it was constituted. It submitted a report, and later it is even now a very living document. And our present incumbent Chief Minister, Mr. DMK Stalin, has also constituted a committee headed by Justice Joseph Kurian, a former Supreme Court justice, and Ashok Vardhan Shetty, a former IAS officer, and one Naganathan, who was earlier member of the Planning Commission of the state. Sir, apart from that, even the union government has constituted various committees, sir. In 1983, there was a committee set up for center-state relation, Sarkariya Commission. Which government is different? 1983. Kindly note, so everyone knows that. The committee recommended, it is very important, I want to note the comments, recommendation. It recommended that the Vice President and Lok Sabha Speaker should be consulted while appointing governors. A 5-year term should be fixed for them. Governors should avoid unnecessary interference in state administration and function as impartial gates. Legislative relation. The division of legislative powers between the center and states in the concurrent list should be clearly defined. Prior consultation with states before introducing central legislation impacting state subjects should be done. Any financial burden arising from centrally imposed schemes should be assessed and fairly compensated. Sir, next commission is that of Madan Mohan Punch. That was in 2007. There are salient recommendations. I am not quoting everything, sir. States must be consulted through the Interstate Council before introducing bills related to matters in the concurrent list promoting cooperative federalism. This government is repeatedly telling cooperative federalism, but they want to supersede the states by way of taking a concurrent list subject like education, even labor. It's a state subject, but they take it into their control, and by way of the brute majority, they want to, whatever they want to do, they are doing. Second, governors must abstain from active politics for at least 2 years before they are appointed, alongside a fixed 5-year term and a process for removal via state legislature resolution. That's most important. And third, they further argued that the state chief minister must be involved in the governor's appointment process, proposing a committee including the Prime Minister, Home Minister, Lok Sabha Speaker, and the relevant chief minister to handle governor's appointment. Sir, most of all, one Supreme Court judgment, sir. It has very clearly said that, Supreme Court in Hargovind Pant versus Rahukul Tilak case held that the office of governor of a state is not an employment under the central government, it is an independent constitutional office. So many recommendations have been given by various committees, the Supreme Court, but it is not being followed. So the state governments are suffering. Though it hails the support of the people, sir, this government, we are very sorry, has not fulfilled any of its promises. 11 years, we waited, we tolerated, still enduring. How many years more? But the day is not far behind that we will be there soon and they will be here. Because things are going like that. Not that we are after par. Because of the way they are ruling, how the parliamentary norms are being flouted, how the opposition parties' voices are strangled, how we are not recognized, everything becomes authoritarian. Sir, nothing which they say are being implemented. And Prime Minister comes to our state. We expect him to be a Prime Minister, sir, but he comes as a political leader, always. And he says that only if the union government and the state government have a same party or identical minded party, then it will be a good governance. That is double engine, he said. Sir, that is not democracy. Contradictions always bring good solutions. Let me say, double engine were all and single engine in Tamil Nadu. Double engine in Manipur, we saw what happened, how many died, and still it is going on. It's a double engine government. And in Madhya Pradesh, Vidabam or something, that is the only thing that happened. And in UP, for example, I said, in UP, recently on the Republic Day, sir, I don't know what the government is doing, what the constitutional authorities are doing. One minister comes and unfurls the flag in one hand and walks away when even the national anthem was playing. This is where double engines are happening. Whereas Tamil Nadu, single engine. Yes. We are not under the control. Let me say, sir, you say India is the largest democracy. Sorry, economic power, we are going in the 5th place. Sorry to say, sir, please kindly accept. It is not my imagination. It is all on record, and it is statistically said that India, among the 10 top countries, stands at the last. In every way, the per capita income, for example, the last but one is China. 6 times lesser than that is India. And Vietnam, which is not even in the 10 list, we are only half of that, but we say we are a booming economy. We are disappointing ourselves, sir. And so also very much important, yesterday the budget was submitted. Many things were told, but nothing concrete, nothing impressive. I leave alone all those things. One thing I would like to say. This government is always favoring the corporates. It is pro-rich and anti-poor. Sir, one thing we have to keep in mind, India is a thickly populated country. Not only that, the youth population is very much high. 65% of the population are below the age of 35 years and 50% are below the age of 25 years. Whereas the anticipated demographic dividend is facing a demographic disaster because jobs are becoming scarce. Though higher education eminence is much with the youth, because of the jobs are not there, unemployment prevails a lot. So how to encourage